now return to Planescape Torment, if I can remember how to actually play. Let's see, controls. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm just expecting to like WSD my way around.
Done.
There we go. It's a point click. Right. So, in keeping with what I expect to be like a running tradition for the Underplayed series, I'm gonna spend most of my Let's Plays and playthroughs of games discussing other games that are not the one that I'm currently playing, such as Pathologic, the notoriously mispronounced game title that I was playing before this.
I'm gone.
Even though that's one of my more watched gameplay series, I don't think that I'll be finishing up Pathologic anytime soon. If you watch my video series on it, I kind of explain a little bit why, just a little bit.
I'm gone.
It's a little bit too obtuse even for me to play, and I like some really, understated kind of stuff. Let's see, anything here? Nothing? Okay. We seem to have wandered our way into the morgue here. Got all these fresh cadavers. Huh.
All right.
But in the case of Pathologic, it's just a little bit too far out there. I did some more research on the game, and turns out a lot of people really feel the same way. Like, a lot of people say it's an amazing game, it's a wonderful game, but it's almost painful to play. And very few people have actually even finished the game all the way through. You play through 3 separate times.
All right.
And I've yet to meet one person
I'm
that
gone.
has played Pathologic all the way through all 3 campaigns, because it is so hard to play through. Not difficulty-wise, but it's just so unfun. And maybe people argue that there's a market for that, in the same way that not every movie needs to be like, entertaining. It could, there's a purpose for media that's not enjoyable. But it's just not something I felt like delving 40 hours into, when I could instead play something like Planescape, which is famous for being quite enjoyable. So let's see if we can talk to this guy. The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his squill pen.
Greetings.
What, Chief? What are you doing?
I was going to speak to the scribe. He might know something about how I got here.
Look, rattling your bone box with Dusty should be the last thing. Before Mort can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we get this place to laugh, the better. Before Mort can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you.
The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one.
He places down his quill.
But I do not yet count deafness among my ailments.
Restless One, do you know me?
Know you?
There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks.
I have never known you, restless one. No more than you have known yourself.
He is silent for a moment.
For you have forgotten, have you not?
Who are you?
There's always the question, and the wrong question as always.
He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing.
I
He pauses for a moment, catches his breath.
I am Dahl.
That question was but the first, doll. There is much I wish to know.
Updated my journal.
Very well. What do you wish to know?
What is this place?
You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again, you have come.
Before he can finish, Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze.
This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life.
Shadow of this life.
Yes, a shadow. You see, Restless One, this life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they're shadows, flickerings of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death.
True death.
True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion,
Dal coughs, then gives a ragged breath.
a state of purity.
Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that?
Is it worse than remaining in the shadow of what life once was? I think not.
Tell me more about the mortuary.
This is where the dead of Sigil are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who left this shadow of life and walked the path to true death.
Dal's voice drops into concern.
Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home.
Wounds.
Yes, the wounds that decorate your body. They look as if they was sent a lesser man along the path of the true death. Yet it seems as if many of them have healed already.
Dal coughs violently for a moment and stays himself.
But those are only the surface wounds.
Only surface wounds? What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
I speak of the wounds of the mind. You have forgotten much, have you not? Mayhap your true wounds run much deeper than the scars that decorate your surface.
Dal coughs again.
But that is something that only you would know for certain.
Tell me more about the mortuary. Dustmen?
We dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life and help others on their journey.
Perhaps you can explain why the dustmen want me dead.
Dal sighs.
It is said there are souls who can never attain the true death. Death has forsaken them, and their names shall never be penned in the dead book. To awake from death as you have done, suggest you are one of these souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction.
Unacceptable? That doesn't sound like it leaves me in a good position.
You must understand, your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction would order you cremated, if they were aware of your affliction.
You're a dustman, but you don't seem to be in favor of killing me. Why not?
Because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up the shadow of life on your own, not because we force you to.
Dal looks about to break into another coughing jag, but he manages to hold it in with some effort.
As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth.
What is your post?
I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary.
Dal coughs again and takes a deep breath.
As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post.
You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the dustmen do not recognize me?
Updated my journal.
I am the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, Restless One.
Dal breaks into a fit of coughing, then steadies himself.
Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me.
I had some other questions.
Very well. What did you wish to know?
You sound ill. Are you not well?
I am close now to the true death, Restless One. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I am seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere.
Dal gives a ragged sigh.
The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I.
Are you certain? There might be some way I could help you.
I do not wish to live forever, nor live again, Restless One. I could not bear it.
Very well. I had some other questions. Can you tell me how to get out of here?
The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than Dustman pass.
Dahl breaks into a ragged cough, then continues.
One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you, unless you are extremely persuasive.
Farewell then, Dahl.
Alright, so let's go see if we can persuade our way into getting out of here. Still shut. Hey, buddy. This walking corpse has the numbers 1094 carved into its forehead. Its mouth has been sewn tightly shut, and the chemical reek of fresh formaldehyde hangs in an overpowering cloud around it. Despite the pallid, sunken features and lifeless, milky eyes, it is clear this was once a handsome young man.
So, seen anything interesting going on?
The corpse continues to stare at you. I will leave the corpse in peace. What about you? This female corpse is making the rounds from slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted into a long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Someone has stenciled the number 1096 onto her forehead, and her lips have been stitched closed.
Nice braid.
The corpse does not respond. You doubt it even knows you're there.
Farewell then.
Psst! You see the way she was looking at me? Huh? You see that? The way she was following the curve of my occipital bone?
You mean that blank-eyed, beyond the grave stare?
Well, are you blind? She was scouting me out. It was shameless the way she wanted me.
I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. You probably didn't even register her to her senses.
Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some lusciously recently dead shit, while you're standing around going, huh? What's going on? Where's my memories?
Whatever, Mort. Let's go.
This game is pretty wittily written. Alright, so it looks like all these zombie workers, I assume, are gonna pretty much have the same thing going on. All their mouths have been sewn shut, so they can't really talk to me. Need to find one that I actually can talk to, so I can be persuasive. Smell of formaldehyde emanating from this corpse is particularly strong. It smells like it was applied recently, and with good reason. This corpse appears to be in an advanced stage of decay. Her jaw is missing, and some of the flesh is slid off her skull, revealing the number 1072 chiseled into the bone.
I think this one's seen better days.
The corpse does not respond to your voice. The fact that it has no jaw may have something to do with it, or simply has nothing to say.
Farewell then.
I so want to lie in her coffin.
Dude, Mort, buddy, you gotta chill out.
Done.
Talked this one yet? I don't think I have. Talk. The number 1201 has been inked on the forehead of this corpse, and the ink has run down its eyes, cheeks, and jaw. As you follow the ink tears down the corpse's face, you notice it has run into the stitching, sealing the corpse's lips, and has caught on what looks like the corner of a note stuck in the corpse's mouth. Let's try and pull that note out. The note is mingled with the ichor in the zombie's mouth. If you tried to pull the paper out through the cross stitches, it would tear the paper to shreds. Hacking up the corpse to get at it, it looks like it will destroy the note. You'll need to find a delicate way to remove the stitches before removing the note. Well, I'll just use my handy-dandy scalpel. You deftly slide through the stitches, sealing the corpse's mouth, and the jaw sags open. You carefully pull the note out from the corpse's mouth. Despite the condition of the paper, the writing on it still appears legible. Alright, to read this, place them in your right them. Alright. To read notes, books, or scrolls, place them in your inventory, then right-click on them to bring up their information panel. Alright. What's going on?
Sorry about slicing those stitches. I just had to see what was in your mouth.
Corpse's milky eyes stare at you vacantly. Let's leave it in peace. Alright, so where's this inventory? Boop. Okay. Got bandages. Do I have a note? I don't see a note.
I'm gone.
Well, I don't see anything here for me to loot. Eventually, I'm hoping I'll get the hang of this. Alright, log view on the character, open dialog window, deactivate party AI, statistics screen, journal screen, pre-scroll, options screen, rest, mage spellbook, map screen. Alright, it's gotta be somewhere here in the inventory, right? That's what it told me. So we've got an eyeball, tattoo, right ring, hand, tattoo, got bandages, maximum hit points, ground item. I see no note. And I feel like I screwed up. Like maybe I was supposed to loot something, perhaps, that I just didn't. Oh, there we go. Note from the corpse. All right, where's the examine button? Do I have an examine thing around here somewhere? Yeah. That's my gold, I guess. That's the rest of my inventory. I'll just put it on the quick item thing and see if we can use it from there. Alright, select all characters, abort current animations. Dialog window, lock on view, deactivate party AI. Nope, that's not what I need to do. Let's see. Come on. Oh, there we go. I just right-click it. Okay. This is a foul-smelling note retrieved from the mouth of one of the mortuary zombies. It looks like it was sewn into the corpse's mouth by accident. Despite its condition, the writing is legible. Please, to whatever dustman reads this, I beg of you. I know of my legal obligation under the terms of the dead contract, but I am prepared to offer more than my signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. I have arranged for this note to be left with my body upon my death. If you are reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. Let my contract number serve as the key. It looks like the corpse was too late to prevent the raising, but you notice that beneath the writing is a diagram. It looks like directions for folding the parchment into a strange pattern. If I'm ever capable of examining an object further, performing an action on the object outside the world screen, use button will appear for the object. Okay. Well, let's examine that diagram down there. Why don't we? All right. So it looks like it's instructing you to follow the corners of the notes so their points touch the center. Okay. Logic puzzle. Got it. There's a series of strange marks on each corner. One mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 on the lower left, and none on the upper left. Okay, so once we just fold the corners of the notes so their points touch the center. Alright. 1 on the upper right, 2 on the lower right. Oh, okay, hang on. I got this all wrong. 1 on the upper right, 2 on the lower right, 3 on the lower left, none on the upper left. Okay. Well, so should I just fold them all in? Am I missing something here? Looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the notes so their points touch the center. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold all 4 of them. Alright. Okay, I didn't do anything apparently. So this one more time. Foul-smelling motion, a strange-looking diagram described beneath the writing. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the note so their points touch the center. There's a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the on the lower. Oh, you said this corpse number would do it, right? So 1, 2, 0, 1. All right. Let's try that. So if there's 1 mark on the upper right, then we go upper right, then lower right, upper left. Okay, let's try that. All right. Upper right, lower right, upper left, and then upper right. As you fold the upper right corner back to the center, the lower left corner mirrors the action until all the corners touch in the center. You watch for a moment, and the corners of the paper rise up, turning the note into a small, 4-sided paper pyramid. Huh. Let's open the sides of that pyramid. Oh, one of us is going to tell me who has a crush on me! You peel back the sides of the pyramid, and the paper disintegrates to dust. Inside is a small, triangle-shaped earring. It catches the light and gleams brightly. Let us take the triangle earring. Okay. So I've got an earring now. That's cool. You got anything going on, buddy? The corpse is shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpses lying there. The number 396 is carved into his left temple, and his lips are stitched closed. You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages in his hand. The bandages look usable.
Mind if I borrow those bandages?
The corpse continues to stare at you. Let's try and take it from him. You snake your hand out and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies.
Sorry about taking those bandages from you. It's just I need them more than the bodies here.
The corpse continues to stare at you. Let's leave it in peace. Alright, so we got an earring now. Let's see what we do with that, actually. Can I look at my inventory screen? Alright. Triangle earring. You see the small earring from folding a note in the mouth of the... Yeah, it's a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you how strange this world you've woken up in is. Some items are magical, but require they be identified before they can be used. If you cannot determine what an item is at first glance, you may need to take it to someone with a higher lore skill than you. Okay, let's go ahead and identify it. How would I like to identify this item? I can't click on either of those, so we'll just say cancel on that. Okay. Well, let's take it on back to the doll. Maybe he can tell me more about it. The doll glances up as you approach.
So, you have returned.
Doll takes a rasping breath, then breaks into a violent coughing spell. After a moment, it subsides, and he returns to his rapidly breathing.
Greetings again, Restless One.
I had some questions for you, doll.
Very well. What did you wish to know?
Let's try one more time.
Can you tell me how to get out of here?
The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than dustmen pass.
Breaks into a rapid cough, then continues.
One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it's unlikely he'll open it for you unless you're extremely persuasive.
Very well then, doll.
Alright, so, is that not the front gate? The gate looks sealed shut. There's no lock or other means of opening it. Oh, what about that gate right there? Hey! Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. These are all the tracks, I guess, they bring everybody in on.
I'm gone.
Anything down here worth looking at? Huge corpse is standing silently in a corner of the room, facing the wall. He looks to have been a heavyset man in his early years, and judging by the condition of the body, he died only recently. The freshly stitched number on his forehead reads 1664. This corpse looks like it is serving as a librarian, for it is carrying a huge stack of books in its arms. Let's examine those books. The books appear to be old mortuary ledgers, none of them any particular interest. As you search through the text, however, you notice a loose page folded between two of the books. You are suddenly struck with the feeling that someone has tucked it there to hide it. Let's take it. The page doesn't look like it belongs with the ledgers. It looks like it belongs in a logbook. The tear is clean, as if with a knife, so you suspect the page was removed on purpose. Let's read through it. Take a moment to read through the page. It's a list of dead bodies brought to the mortuary and lodged in the receiving room. All the entries appear to be recent arrivals.
It's great talking to you. Farewell.
Let's look at that note, see if there's anything important. Our page looks like it was cut nearly out of the book. Alright. Night, drunk, chest wound. Cause of death, mauling / Abishai. Collector's pox, 3 comments paid, no possessions. Desiccated corpse, cause of death, indeterminable. Shell presents identification. Yeah, it just looks like it's a... Yeah. Oh, let's see what this one is. As with the previous entries, these shells Farad has brought also show signs of having been prepared. I have asked that the infinite Emmerich launch an investigation into the matter. Furthermore, entry 16542 is one of Farad's gang. I have seen the individual before. I would ask Emmerich to pay heed to how the man died. Night, tiefling, male, cause of death, / marks, discoloration wounds are consistent with grave rot, ghoul claws. Collector's Farad, 3 columns paid, no possession strip, knife marks evident on the section. Okay, so it looks like there's some kind of subplot or conspiracy going on with the collectors.
All right.
Alright, so let's see which one of these gates we can exit out of.
I'm gone.
Can we actually move up through here? That doesn't look that way.
All right.
Perhaps,
All right.
over here. Is there a gate? Yes, there is. Look at that. Yeah.
Done.
Oh, this is, yeah. It's quite grody in here. Evine. You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger.
Greetings.
The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs.
I said greetings.
The woman makes no response.
I think the dusty chit might be short of hearing. I think the dusty chit might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we?
What's wrong with her hands?
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes them some sort of addled in the head, and addled looking too. Let's,
Leave her alone. I don't wanna fight her. Well, I don't know. Why not? Oh, crap.
I'm gone.
Let's give it a shot. Yes, greetings. Greetings. Mort doesn't want me to talk to her. Let's go ahead and tap on her. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation as she frowns at you.
Greetings?
She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted.
You
She clacks her talon fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands.
find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Evine. Go, go, go!
Okay, been inside the quest. Questers played. Alright, so I gotta find thread and embalming juice. Got it. Let's do it.
Updated my journal.
Thread, thread, thread. Where am I gonna find thread? Stench coming from this corpse is truly nauseating. Someone split open this man's chest and has yet to remove the internal organs. I bet there's some thread right here. Let's see. Anything? Nope, nope. So I got bandages, triangle earring. I'll put it over here. Ooh, something. Bandages, we'll take it. I really need some thread. Nothing here. Nothing here. Didn't I just give up on Dragon Age Awakening because 90% of the game was spent just running around clicking on things to loot? And here I am doing the exact same thing in Planescape Torment.
All right.
But they do have at least have really invested in the world building here. Like it's already just this little starting zone. There's a ton of dialogue and such that they've written into it. Maybe I can get a thread from one of these zombies. Excuse me, sir. Do you know I can find some thread? This corpse, 985, has stopped dead in its tracks. Judging from the condition of its left leg, it looks as if some sort of tomb rot or corpse mold is eaten through its knee. The corpse is wobbling unsteadily back and forth, trying to keep its balance. Well, we're not going to push him over. Let's try and help the corpse keep its balance. Reach out for your corpse's left arm and to help steady it. As you grab its arm, however, the corpse suddenly sways to the right, and you end up tugging the corpse rather than steadying it. Oh no. Chief, you might not want... There's a crack from the corpse's left leg, and the body falls like a dead tree. Its torso strikes the stone flagstones and shatters like a rotten melon, filled with ichor gurgling from the cavity. To your surprise, no one seems to have noticed the corpse's collapse. And even the stranger, the left leg remains standing where the body was, as if at attention. After a moment, the leg falls over with a wet thump. As you gaze upon the putrefied remains of the corpse, you notice that its left arm seems intact. It has snapped from the torso during the fall, and it doesn't appear to have been touched by the tomb rot that spread through the rest of the body.
Wonder if I can make use of that arm.
Let's
All right.
Let's make use of it then. Left arm of 985. Done.
I'm gone.
Maybe it has some embalming juice in it. Anything in here? Anything in here? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Still need thread though. Where am I gonna find me some thread?
Yoo-hoo, little zombie. Can you find me some thread?
Heavily stitched corpse is shuffling lazily back and forth between two slabs. The number 506 has been stitched on its forehead, and the side of its neck, and its right arm. In fact, the skin of this peeling corpse has been sewn up with so many stitches, its skin looks like a bizarre street map. Let's examine the stitches, shall we? The stitches encircle the corpse, running from its arms, across its chest, up its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. As you follow the crossroads of stitches, you notice someone has jammed a needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to a thread stitching up the side of the skull. You could probably unravel it if you had something to cut the thread. Hey, let's do it! Cut those stitches and pull out the thread. You slice the thread neatly with the scalpel, then pluck out the needle and pull the stitches out. As you do, the skin covering the forehead peels back to reveal the corpse's chalk-white skull, where, to your surprise, the number 78 has been chiseled.
Seems you got two different designations there, corpse.
The corpse stares straight ahead, oblivious. Well, let's leave it in peace. But at least we got some thread. Let's talk to this other one. These corpses are just so interesting. The eyes of this corpse are set together, and the eyeballs themselves are slightly askew. One faces to the left and the other to the right. You can barely make out the number 257 traced into its bruised forehead. It looks like the corpse has taken several blows to the head, making the number difficult to read.
Don't you get dizzy with your eyeballs facing like that?
Wow, kind of a dick, dude. You're not supposed to just walk up to somebody and ask him that. There's no flicker of understanding in the corpse's eyes. They stare silently off to the left and right. Okay, we'll leave the derpy corpse. Alright, Evine, I got your stuff. You see Evine, she's still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what. Let's watch her for a second.
Updated my journal.
As you study the motion of Evine's hands, you feel a prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly you find your vision swimming, blurring until... What? You're standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched onto its scalp. The zombie is lying on a slab, and you have just finished stitching up his chest. You place something inside, something that may prove useful if you come this way again. What? Echo, keep these things safe and wait for my return. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest, and to your surprise, the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its sides, and as it does, the vision fades, until you are watching Evine's hands making their stitching motions once more. I have regained a memory. experience points, skills, may even lead you to gain some ult value later on. Huh. That was weird. Let's tap her, get her attention. She turns, sees you, then frowns.
Damn zombies.
She clacks her taloned fingers impatiently, then makes a stitching motion with her fingers.
Find thread and embalming fluid. Bring here to Evine. Go, go, go.
But, Evine, I have thread and embalming fluid. Well, maybe I don't have embalming fluid yet. Let's see. Let's examine it. Okay, its arm snapped clean off corpse 985 when it accidentally toppled. As much as the corpse's knee was rotted clean through, it looks like the combination of thick applications of embalming fluid and rigor mortis has made the arm almost as hard as wood. If you need to, you could either use it to shake someone's hand from a distance or use it to bash their skull in. Oh, this is quite witty, actually. Alright. So where would I find embalming juice, I wonder? Much like the vanishing of Ethan Carter, this game doesn't hold your hand.
I'm gone.
Anything over here? No, no. Yeah, I thought that maybe I could, like, I don't know, juice the arm to get the embalming juice out of it, but,
All right.
doesn't seem to be a viable option. Let's look at our journal, see if it'll give us any hints. Do we have a journal somewhere? Map, inventory, statistics, journal. There we go. Oh, that's just my journal. Here's the quest, that's what we need. Alright, so I gotta find Farad, I had to find my missing journal, and I had to fetch embalming fluid and needle for Evine. Strange woman with talent hands. Zombie asked me to fetch embalming fluid and needle for her. It must be somewhere around the mortuary. Okay. Oh, let's just keep our eyes open, shall we?
Done.
Hello? Anybody out here? If I got a needle, some embalming fluid just lying around they don't need? Oh, there's a zombie. These guys are pretty helpful. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The number 821 is carved into its forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body.
So, seen anything interesting going on?
As you address the zombie, it blinks in surprise. Eh? What?
You're not a zombie. Who are you?
Updated my journal.
The zombie is trying to respond behind stitched lips. He has a peculiar, half-frightened, half-angry expression. Who are you? What you want?
I'm looking for a way out of here. Can you help me?
The zombie doesn't seem to have heard you. He looks you up and down for a few moments, then frowns.
What are you doing here?
His eyes narrow suspiciously.
You spy on Dusties?
I'm not a spy. I got sealed in here by accident. Can you help me out?
He is silent for a moment, then nods slightly as if understanding.
Why should I help you?
Maybe we could help each other out. What do you want in return?
You need to get a key from me. Want iron key to the embalmer's room.
Alright, where's this key?
A dusty chit has it.
He points at his eyes.
She has yellow eyes.
He then makes a motion with his hands that reminds you of a pair of cutting shears.
Blades on fingers.
A dustman woman with yellow eyes and blades on fingers? Already met her in the embalming room. Hold on, I'll be back with the key shortly.
So let's do the second one.
This dustman woman sounds really attractive. Are you sure you don't want me to introduce the two of you?
The zombie blinks. He doesn't seem to have understood you.
That was a joke. See, forget it. I'll go find your key.
Updated my journal.
Zombie squints at you.
If you're caught, don't say nothing about me, or me got you in your sleep.
I'll be back.
Alright, so... got to find us some stuff for the lady. For another quest as well now. Dead boobies. Most unpleasant.
tubes, a yellow liquid cycling through the tubes in a strange machine. The machine is making clicking noises like an insect. Oh,
Done.
well, in that case, I can go ahead and just drain that machine, right? Jar of embalming fluid. That's exactly what I need. Excellent. More embalming fluid. Let's just take all I got. Oh, none there. So, do I have all I need for her right now, or do I need a needle? I feel like I got a needle from that corpse that I
All right.
desecrated already. Can I go all the way back out here? Is there a way to make me walk faster, I wonder? Alright, Evine. Got what you need. Girl, you got what I need. Let's tap her. She turns and sees you, then frowns. Thumbs on Visa. Okay, I got it. Alright, let's go ahead and give her the stuff, and then we'll ask her for the key.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Evine snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it around one of her talons, and begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer of the corpse. Let's go and wait. Within minutes, she is finished. She clicks her talons and turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talons along your arms and chest. Let's keep playing zombie. Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together, or... Let's keep on playing zombie. She traces your arms and chest. You suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest.
Who lied on you? Healers do that. No respect for zombies. Zombies, not pigs.
She sniffs and pokes one of your scars.
This one bad shape. Many scars, no preserves.
Her talons suddenly hook into the thread you brought her, and lightning-like, she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up. Let's let her work.
Updated my journal.
Oh, sweet, I got some help. Nice. The sensation is curiously painless as Evine begins stitching up your scars. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, and stabs her fingers in the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbed your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. Nameless One. Let her work. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Evine puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with her hands.
Done. Go, go.
Wait a minute.
You make the motion of a key turning with your hand.
I need an embalming key. Do you have one?
She leans forward, looks at your hand motions, then sniffs. Her hand darts into her robe, then emerges, a key hanging from her wickedly sharp index finger. She flicks it into your hand.
Bring back the done. Go, go.
Updated my journal.
Alright. We are moving right along now. Knocking out quests left and right. Like a real adventuring boss. Alright, now let's see if we can figure out who this fake zombie is and if he can help us. See the false zombie. You're amazed at the man's disguise. His breathing is so subdued you can barely see it.
Greetings.
Zombie quickly glances around to see if anyone's watching, then turns to face you.
What? Here's that embalming room key you wanted.
Zombie's eyes widen, then he snatches the key from your hand. He turns it over, nodding all the while.
Good, good.
Updated my
Now,
journal.
how do I get out of here?
The zombie grunts.
You can escape through portals.
He waves his hands.
Poof. Portals. What portals?
Portals!
The zombie waves around the area.
Portals everywhere!
Can you show me one of these portals?
The zombie nods.
You want out? Go to the art on the first floor, northwest room. You need finger bones, save a crook.
He holds up his index finger and bends it into a crook.
When you have key, go to the arts, turn to the secret crib, and can escape from there. Secret escape route.
He nods eagerly.
You can rest there.
Crooked finger bone. Where am I going to find one of those?
Updated my journal.
He shrugs.
Must be one around here somewhere. Look in storage rooms on the upper floor. Maybe there.
All right. I had some other questions.
What do you want to know?
Let's see.
How did you get to look like that?
Me good in disguise. Me also got scars. Me wear lots of embalming fluid. Me make good zombie.
The zombie giggles through stitched lips, then taps his head.
Dusty stupid.
Yeah, they're the stupid ones, alright. The sarcasm is evidently lost on the zombie, who nods eagerly.
Stupid dusties. Me make good zombie.
That disguise is pretty good. Can you disguise me as a zombie?
He looks you up and down for a few moments, mumbling to himself, then nods.
We need jars of embalming fluid.
Points at the scars on your chest.
And some needle and thread.
I'll think about it. I have some other questions.
What do you want to know?
Do you know someone named Farad?
For a rod?
The zombie frowns briefly in thought.
He live in high somewhere.
He shakes his head.
Not nowhere.
He frowns again.
Dusty's very mad. They not like for a rod.
Why don't the Dustmen like Farad?
Updated my journal.
But he's a collector. Brings debtors to mortuary. Sells them to dustmen. Brings a lot of debtors. Dusty's not know where he gets debtors. Think he's putting Burks in that book.
What?
He's saying this Farad book's been selling a lot of debtors, corpses, to the dustmen. That's what collectors do. They gather dead bodies and sell them to the dustmen. Sounds like this Farad's been selling so many debtors that the Dusties think he's been putting hivers in the dead book before the hour's up. You know, killing people.
I see. There's something else I wanted to know. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen it?
Don't know. Some Burke peel you?
What?
He wants to know if somebody robbed you. Probably what happened.
I see. There's something else I wanted to know. Can you tell me anything about Doll?
Scribe.
Shrugs.
Old. Yellow.
There's nothing more to be said, I suppose. I wanted to know something else.
I think that's it.
Never mind. I may have some questions later. Don't go anywhere.
Alright, so I need to go upstairs in order to get finger bone, I guess. We'll explore a little bit more around here, see if there's anything of note. Maybe pick up some more embalming fluid. Nope, nothing there. Quite an operation these guys have down here. They got some pretty sweet ambient music as well. It's refreshing.
I'm gone.
This soundtrack is actually, I kind of call it progressive for the time that this game was released. I was expecting a lot more of like really obvious, like heavy sounding synths. But they've got instead this really nice kind of atmospheric kind of ambient thing going on. It really works. Oh, another person. What's the dustman? Dustman regards you with a stony gaze. Are you lost?
Yes.
Oh shit. I was summoning a guard to direct you out. Hold a moment. Let's snap his neck before he can call out. Oh no! Not fast enough to dodge. Dustman dodges as he lunges for him. Taking a step back, he claps his hands together and sharply 3 times. In response, a great iron bell starts tolling throughout the mortuary.
All right then.
Oh snap! Oh no! Now what?
I'm gone.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Damn.
Alright. Killed one of them. Woo!
Done.
See, did he give you any good loot? I got robes, a bronze wing, a jagged knife. Speaking of sweet music, listen to the combat music, man. Let's put on those dustband robes, see if that'll make me blend in. Where are those dustbands? There we go. Yeah, special disguises me as a dustman. Use blowing inventory. Yes, nice, nice, nice. That's good. Put these bad boys on. Yeah. Go ahead and save before I forget here.
I'm gone.